Wendy's come over, so is Chris Martin.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
everybody. I have been chatting with Sheila on her channel for the last hour and a half, and now she's come and joined me.
Yeah.
So, so who have we got here? Geek. Hello, Keith. How are you, my darling? One of the beautiful, most generous souls out there. Chris Martin.
Yeah.
Melinda again at Fellows Teeth. Hi, Laurie Gilbert. Hi, Wendy. Hi, AW. We will get together and have a chat later this week if you're up to it. Sheila, there, that's you. Dishes and Sniffers, Joe G. Hi. Linda B. Hi. And so basically we're just doing a continuation of the chat we were having. Hi, Craig Dixon. Got a fresh coffee.
This time she gets to drive.
All of those who are fans of my hubby, he's not here today. He's having a well-deserved little holiday. We had a flight credit from a couple of years ago, so he used it to fly over to Melbourne so he could attend an expo he's been wanting to go to for years. So he's having a well-deserved break. And, long time no see too. And, so no James today. His sexy voice is not going to be coming over the screen.
Everyone needs vacation.
But he's doing well. He's doing well. I was just saying to Sheila before, since we've known each other, I've taken a few holidays to go over east and see my family and stuff like that. Without him, but he'd never gone on a holiday without me. So even though it's just a quick trip, I was like yesterday, like a mama bear dropping a cub off at kindy for the first time. I was like, a friend of ours reminded me that years ago before that he had taken himself to Thailand and survived that. I said, yeah, but that was before we met.
Oh my goodness.
Over 20 odd years. So I miss him. So I've got his shirt on. And so no James today, but I'll tell everyone that if you want to send hello messages, I'll let him know.
Yes.
We have been discussing all sorts of things, haven't we? Going on basically in Trump world and GOP world.
Who's on my list?
And it's okay, Whippy. We've had to. Hi, Sherby. Hello, my darling. How are you? Long time no see. It's lovely to see you. Sherby is an absolutely gorgeous person, and it's lovely to see you. Yeah, you've only had 5 days apart in 43 years, Chris Martin. Yeah.
Wow.
A little bit more than that, but I've mostly gone over like for my family to visit my family who all live on the East Coast and stuff like that. And
I got to put ice in my water.
Yeah. So just before we had to COVID hit at the same time as we were supposed to go on a trip. So we had to cancel it all. So we had airfares available. Credit, and I used mine last year to visit my family, and James used his for this trip to Melbourne, and I'm glad he did.
That's good.
But I do miss him. Yeah. Michelle Mabel, hello. And anyway, so we've been discussing all sorts of things in Trump world and stuff.
Yes.
Tomorrow is 18 years married for you. Oh, well, happy anniversary, my darling. Happy anniversary. We're 20 years next Australia Day, 26th of January. We will be 20 years. So, yeah. Washing fossils. And you've been on fossil hunting again. Yep.
She's been on a lot of trips.
You've got to make sure, be careful going to those bars, but because those old fossils. No, she's going for the real fossils, not older guys.
No,
she's going for what you dig out of the ground.
Yes, she does. She actually films herself doing that, so you can see her.
She shared a couple of photos with me, and they're really You're laughing your ass off. Yeah, I know. I can come out with some outrageous things at times. So yeah, I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's well. Um, we had a session after the live hearing the other night, and yeah, I was going to do it at 7 o'clock, and then realised I'd missed half the last part of the hearing. Oh, thank you, Shelby. That's really much appreciated. And so I had to put my thing back at another hour and a half to watch the second half, but it was really, really interesting. Lutig was, as I read the other day, I asked what is Trump's reaction to being declared a clear and present danger.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, and what do you want to have a look at what you get for that?
Yes,
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'll use this deck.
Oh, that's great. Well, you and Eileen have a good time. False Teeth Tarot is going with Eileen DB. They're going fossil hunting.
Oh, great. That should be fun. Oh. No.
You guys be safe. I think you're going to find something really interesting. So, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see how that. You can throw rocks at anyone who isn't friendly.
It's true. What's going on in here? All right. Let's not.
Hi, Shelby, Lisa. While Sheila's
Yes.
doing her spread for that answer,
Yeah,
I thought I'd ask, well, what is this going to mean for Trump? What that moment was for Trump in general. You know, this man declaring him a clear and present danger, and I got the Tower. So that's interesting. Catastrophe, accident, things happening very quickly at a lightning pace. Now, I got that quick deterioration as well. He's still going out and doing rallies, but I'm getting the impression that he's talking to less and less people each time. So I don't know if that's the truth. That's just the impression I'm getting.
Okay. So
I get the impression too that he's seeing more people than are actually there. Is he going through a mental deterioration? Yeah, he's sick.
Very true.
There's illness there as well. But there's a real Tower moment with that declaration. So what did you get, my darling?
Well, okay, it should speak for itself, but you know, he's definitely, you know, he's the fool over here with all these crazy declarations on my arm that he's been doing. He's fighting everybody constantly. He's just going to be like, he is dangerous, but you know, he's not going to take that. because he still wants to be the king of Pentacles. But it's he can convince himself and his family and the people that need his inheritance, basically, to believe in that. But he knows somewhere way back in the back of his head, he knows that it's true and that he really is a danger. So I used Andrea Lilac Lantern's cards. I got the up arrow. So, he's in the blue, which is the Democrats. The Democrats and the enemies card. So he's blaming it all on the Democrats. And he doesn't want to be, he will not, admit that. He doesn't like it. He's going to protect himself in every way that he can, except the last one I got was
a lightning strike.
A lightning, which is very akin to the tower. Get the lightning hitting the tower. So it just feels a lot like that. It's just, it's like the big lie. This whole spread that I have is just him keeping going. And I don't think it even fazed him.
No.
Truly.
No. He's angry about it, but that's about it. Want to hear hello to Ann Simpson, who's joined us too. I asked myself, in what ways is he a clear and present danger?
Very much.
And because people are bound to him, they've bound themselves to him. He's still a demagogue. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. He's still very much that. And people have bound themselves and their beliefs to him. And they're willing to do, there's just some people who are willing to do anything that they think will further his cause, whether he knows about it or not, like that bomber dude a couple of years ago. The world, again, he sees himself, that's come up before when we spoke about Trump in your broadcast, as he should be the rightful ruler of not just the US, but the world. He sees himself there, and overseas trip, he could be a flight danger as well. And again, here's the delusional fool, which you just had too as well.
Yes.
His belief in himself is it reminds me of a show in England called The British Empire.
Did you? You just said airplane, right?
I said an overseas trip, on the card. Yeah, so he could be trying to flee. You got an airplane. There's a show called The British Empire. It's BRITTAS, and the guy in it he's full of wonderful ideas. But his parents never ever told him that he'd gotten something wrong.
Right.
So they encouraged him, but by him and his twin brother, by believing that everything they think is right, they're right about everything. So they have this ultimate self-belief in themselves.
Yes.
And of course, he's running this leisure centre, and because he has such ultimate faith in himself, he will not listen to anybody else. And of course, disasters happen around him all the time.
Yes. He caused
unlike Trump, on some occasion, he can step up and show how competent he really can be. But it's just that same thing. He was never told he was wrong. Never on anything. Never told when he got something wrong and why and how it went wrong. So he had this ultimate belief that everything he says is for the best for everybody.
Right.
Trump doesn't believe it's for the best for everybody as long as it's for the best for him.
Exactly.
But again, growing up spoiled, not being told he's wrong, having everything handed to him, but also having heavy expectations. So whatever, his father didn't care how he met his son met his expectations as long as they did. So that's what I meant earlier in your broadcast when I said he was mind effed from a young age. But that's still, a lot of people have been mind effed from a young age, and they don't end up doing what he's done. So, they get through it. They work through it. Mhm.
Geek
That's
Hillbilly. Did you see Geek? Oh, I hear it echo. Geek Hillbilly is like what the deal was with the nails and lumberers building an outhouse over his graves. Everyone can give him.
building an outhouse over Trump's grave. Oh, somebody wanted to do that.
Well,
yeah.
I also
Honestly, I reckon that the idea of just never telling where he's buried appeals to me, but then that would put him in the martyr status.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I agree.
Yeah.
But I also read on what you read on. You did a second thing there about in what way. But I mean, mine's unclear with these cards. I've got the Hermit and the Emperor. He still wants to, he wants to hold on to power. But the Hermit in here, I don't see as correct with him because he does tell us everything that it is he wants to do. He said he wanted to be president for life. He did say that, and I about died. And for him, everything is also about the money, and he's like becoming like a autocrat, kleptocrat in every way. He even got in trouble with the old post office downtown. So I do have the Three of Swords for him here. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which at first I looked at this and I thought it was the world, but it kind of is. So, and as you were talking about in what way to, you said overseas, and from the deck of character, I did pull the Airplane. I got the Inferno, in which he's going to burn everything down like he does. And of course, a healthy dose of this. And then, but he does the camouflage where he tries to, and it's so poorly done how he tries to hide his stuff because it's not hidden. He does everything in plain sight, and they're going to bust it wide open. I just know they are, you guys. It's just.
I'm Melissa Miller. And Hagar. And Anne, I think I said hello. Melissa Miller's saying it's not just from being spoiled. Of course, that's true. Let's have a look and see what.
If he'd been poor.
He might have been the Uvalde shooter if he'd been poor. So he played out the trauma at the level of extreme wealth and moving in mafia circles. Yeah.
Because he acts like he's a mafia guy.
He does, doesn't he?
James Comey had it right. I was saying that before James Comey said it. I was like, yeah, thank you. I feel validated because that's the way I see him. I studied organized crime in college, and it was like everything this guy was doing.
He didn't study in college. He got somebody else to do it all for him.
That's true. I need a little bit of, just something to kind of break up the. All right, now I feel better. I should have done it after.
Yeah, I think I'll light it and then send to.
Yeah, it's I
got my little Zen garden here.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
My cute little Zen garden, and see if I can make a nice sound.
Yes.
No, that doesn't quite make the sound.
That's okay.
That I should get a brass bowl or something that I can do that with. But I like that sound. It's a very nice sound.
It can help you too with digging it.
And
Michael Cohen says he speaks mafia boss too. Says Geek Hillbilly. Yep.
That Michael Cohen said what? Sorry.
Says that Trump speaks in mafia boss code. He ought to know. Yep. That's true. Hi, Geek.
No, look, you don't have to. You should just say hello to everybody who's every now and then who's.
Yes.
You know, when I go on somebody else's channel, I really appreciate that everybody says hello to me. But,
I know.
Also, I
you were hilarious though. It was like you forgot.
I just do a general hello everyone every now and then.
Yes.
So as you know,
I do too. No, I was teasing you though. It was funny because when we opened, I felt like you were hilarious. It was like I think you're so used to doing your own show that you were just kind of like in that zone. And I understood that, but I was like, wait, I got to wriggle it back.
I always tell people, do not let me, when I'm joining in somebody else's broadcast or live, I always say, do not let me take over.
Okay, I stopped you.
Damn it, I will.
But you don't mean harm. It's just it's just you. It's that's all. I don't want anyone to misunderstand that when that first started, though. I was not in any way, shape, or form upset with Chrissy. It was just like, wait.
Ed Simpson's asked, will Pence be subpoenaed to testify?
You know, that was
I'm not seeing it. But I'll tell you what, I do feel like he has spoken to these guys, either sent them written answers or something. I do feel he's had some contact.
He needs to volunteer. He hasn't yet, I don't think. I've been watching this, and I don't.
Will he?
He needs to volunteer. He needs to. It needs to come from him, and he needs to get his Badinsky up there.
Really, really on high alert.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like if he went to that building. I do feel like he feels like he'd be in danger. The King of Pentacles directing the flow, and the wheel. So a change. He's held off so far. I do think he's answered some questions for them, like in writing and stuff. But mostly he's been relying on his aides and everything. And he's told all of his staff cooperate 100%. He sent out that memo. I don't think they've asked him yet, but yeah, this could change. So here's a change coming. So he's provided them full access to his staff, the resources. He's on high vigilance. So there's a change coming. Will they subpoena him? Yes, they quite possibly could. Will he testify? That's the other question. A lot of back and forth, so a lot of information. I do feel like he's actually actively talking to them behind the scenes. But as for actual testifying, I don't know. The devil. I think he needs to.
No.
I don't think they need him to in terms of, but I think he needs to. I mean, as somebody said, not to canonize Pence, but he stepped up in every way from January the 6th until the inauguration. He ran the country. He did the president's job. And not to canonize him, but you've got to acknowledge that. But there's this devil thing in the background, like still tied in some way, or I don't know. I think that I think they might send out a subpoena. I think they've sent out an invite, and it might be a subpoena next. But here's a minor celebration. So he could maybe agree to meet with them behind closed doors and they can tape it and then show some of his testimony. But a live hearing, I don't know. But yeah, there's still a lot of darkness there.
Yes.
And
yeah, there is.
I do think that they've invited him, and I think they might subpoena him, but I don't know that they feel like it would be good. Would it add anything to the hearings to subpoena him?
To have him testify, actually, it really would, because he was the second in charge, and he would know the conversations.
Well, he would know, and he could tell them what the phone calls were about and all that. But he's really wanting to stay in the background.
Right.
I wish I could give a definite. Yeah, I do think they're going to subpoena him, but
okay.
I mean, he has given them unfettered access, but that's not enough. I do think he needs to stand up and tell his own story.
True. Yes.
Mm.
So what I got the 5 of Swords here. So I mean, this is the whole situation. I mean, everybody's really looking to him because he had the conversations with Trump. He was in the White House. He was on the phone with them. All the stuff that went down before that, they really do need to. But here with the 10 of Swords, it just feels like the situation. It's touchy. It's very, very, very touchy. And I did do a pendulum on this question, but it said no. But there is a possibility, and this kind of goes with what you were saying. Maybe they sent him an invitation. This is that collaboration card. So it's possible that they did ask him to if he would voluntarily come. I'm sure something has been sent to him. And his aides are talking all the time on TV about how they really think he needs to step up. But with this with the 8 of Cups here, this walking away from, he may want to put some distance between this whole thing and himself. And he does have aspirations of becoming the president. So, but then there's, of course, the orange one, the Emperor here. This has been my 45 card. So it's kind of like he's still kind of looming large, and they're going to end up going up against each other. So I clarified, and there may be some work that needs to get done in order to bring him forward. I don't know that they're going to subpoena him, because I think that's probably going to make him want to move further away from it. But I think if they play their cards right and they negotiate with him with the Temperance over here, they might be able to get him to come in. But as far as subpoena, Pendulum said no, so I did that.
So they won't subpoena him. But I just drew, while you're doing that, I drew the 2 of Cups, which is coming to an agreement card.
Right.
I feel like appearing at the live hearings in person. Possibly not. Possibly through a video link, still appearing, or at least coming in and they can then show him what he has to say. Something like that. They might come to some agreement. I do think it's very important for him to tell what happened on that day.
Yes, and that's leading up to it too.
And as somebody said, not to canonize the man, but thank God he was there to take charge after that. Otherwise, it just would have been complete chaos. He did step up. He did do the job. He actually proved he could do the job.
Right.
But I don't think he's going to get the job in the future or anything.
He does deserve credit, though, and I mean, I don't care for him. However, had he not done the right thing, we would have been in a whole other constitutional crisis and had. I can't.
People were saying, "Oh, but he tried to find ways to get out of it." I don't think he ever tried to find ways of getting out of it. He knew immediately that it couldn't be done. What he was doing was finding information
to back up what he was
saying. And
I do kind of
never intended to do it. But like I said, Trump went AWOL after that day, and he was not running the country at all. And in fact, from the minute that place was stormed, Pence took over. He's the one who ordered the troops in and everything like that. He's the one. He's the one who visited the National Guard afterwards. He's the one who went to.
The order couldn't be. Here's the problem, though. This is one little thing here, is that they didn't do the 25th to switch it to Pence. So what happened was they couldn't bring the troops in because it had to come from Trump 45 and it didn't. And so that's why there was such a delay.
They sent them in anyway. They sent them in anyway.
Because Hogan said they were sitting at the border of DC and Maryland. They couldn't go in until they heard. So eventually it happened, but it wasn't. It was terrible.
I think he made it happen somehow. Got the. Yeah. He made it happen, whether he was the one to send that water in or not. But
then he did take over, though. You are correct. I mean, he
take over. Yeah,
he had to, because 45 wasn't doing anything. So yeah,
I think he knew what he had to do, and Trump voluntarily stood aside. Then there's no, he didn't even try to do anything. No. So,
because what was happening is what he wanted to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it.
Hi, Maureen Howe. I was going to say hello to a couple of other people too. Melissa Miller, hi. Maureen, Deborah Kell, Deborah Costro, M. James, hi. Hello to everyone who's joined in the thing. And also hello to all my lovely lurkers. Thank you for being there, and to everyone who watches and clicks on my video, on my lives, watches at a later date. Thank you. I really do appreciate that you guys do that and take the time to sit down and watch me. And and thumbs up, and go and watch Sheila's video too live. I was on live with her for an hour and a half, and then she came over here. So go and watch that too.
I'm gonna call them part 1 and part 2.
Yeah. Yeah. And
yes.
Yeah, I got the incense burning.
See, if I do that, I'll be coughing and hacking on that.
Oh yeah, I don't mind impressions. The front door and get a thing going. Hydrate myself. Yeah. That's what coffee's for, even though it's a diuretic. So we've had a lot of conversation about he who
shall not be named.
Who want to puncture. I was thinking of the baby blunt troop.
Entertainment purposes only.
Yes, I always put that up. I always put a disclaimer up for entertainment purposes only.
We got it.
Yeah. Just got plenty of fluid and breaks. Yep. And but there's stuff going on elsewhere in the world.
We have a heat dome over America right now.
I have a keystone over America. But let's bring up a news feed here.
It's like
watchstone.
It's like the reverse of the polar thing. But now I can't remember what that's called. When the freezes us out, now we're just being boiled out. So it's like
yeah.
Are
the Chinese undermining Ukraine's efforts to beat Russia? Let's ask that question. How's that?
Yeah.
How's that for one out of the blue?
All right, that's a different one.
Yes, and if you haven't subscribed to Sheila's channel, hi Glenna, a vortex. I was just saying, hello Glenna, welcome. Hello, so if you haven't subscribed to Sheila's channel,
vortex,
it's Sheila and Feather Tarot.
Yes, thank you, Glenna. This is actually my 3rd YouTube show today. So I'm losing. What? I did, huh? My 3rd. I did one. I did one earlier. Tarot. I did one by myself around 2:30 today, and then I did my show with you, and now I'm on yours. Busy day.
Yeah, you're on a tarot crawl, Sheila. Sheila's on a tarot crawl.
Well, and I want to say this too. When I first got on YouTube, my very first guest was, Chrissy. She was my very first guest on my channel. So you're very You're a very special one. So you have a. That was great.
Thank you.
I was
darling.
terrified.
Glenna is from Canada. Yeah. So I've just asked the question because I've just brought up a news feed and
But
it's
China.
The headline is Ukraine's valiant efforts to defeat Russia being undermined by the Chinese. Now I'm going to ask, is that is true because it's a Fox headline, so we don't trust them.
No.
And,
No.
Yeah. So let's see. Is that true? Are the Chinese undermining Ukraine's efforts to defeat?
All right. I'm gonna do.
Now I got the 7 momentum movement. So, and that's also a big yes card. So
I have a no.
A change in direction, insecurity with the 4 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, the truth. So, yeah, I do feel that they may be playing a role in trying to, but I don't know that they're succeeding.
I'm going to pull 3 on this one. My pendulum said no.
Your pendulum saying no.
Said no. I've got the Chariot, and let me see what I got here. I have the
Chariot. So did I.
I have the 9 of Wands, so I feel like Ukraine's really holding their own. The Chariot is. I mean, I just feel like this is Ukraine really, really fighting back and with strength. So I just don't feel, and the Labradorite one said no. So I believe it. I don't. And if it's coming from Fox News,
yeah, that's why we are. Is this true? I got, like I said, there's some movement and to undermine, but so there's sort of some truth, but they're not very successful in the grand scheme of things. Okay, with the bigger picture. So it's like they're half-hearted at best. I do feel like Russia asked them to.
Oh yeah.
And they just sort of did a token thing, maybe had a little to undermine it. But the truth is that, there's like there's just the sword of truth that cuts through the bull dust. And cutting through the bull dust is in the grand scheme of things, their efforts. No, not really. Just sort of playing along a bit.
Yeah, because China's been warned not to get themselves involved.
They've been warned, So they're looking for. They're not doing anything that's going to ultimately undermine their own security, but they're sort of like maybe. Oh, we'll put the appearance out there so that. But you're right. It's all bull dust.
Yeah, they're
warned. Not doing anything that's going to affect the great picture. Question, please.
Except
how
that
about a full reading on Ukraine?
A full reading on Ukraine. Ooh. All right, I've got the right cards here. I've got my golden wheel Slavic deck over here.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to get a different deck because I've been using this one for a little bit.
Right. On all. Yeah, but Ukraine's it's getting really bad because the east of the country. And then we have.
Yeah.
They don't want to stop with just Ukraine now. Putin wants everything. He's going to go after everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely the truth, 100%. So a full reading on Ukraine. So I'm going to do an overview. Okay. A 7 card, which is the same sort of spread that I did on Nikki Haley earlier. So,
Let's see how I want to do mine. All right, I have my.
There's a good question coming up too. Ann W's asked the question, and I'll put that up next.
No, I'll do it.
Okay, let's see.
I'm going to try and do a Celtic cross, but I read quickly. So just keep that in mind. So
That's okay. I'm just doing a 7-card one.
I read fast. So, all right. Ooh.
So when you're finishing your cross, I will make a start. What's happening at the core with Ukraine? The Queen of Swords. They're demanding action. They're demanding, show us what you can do. Show us how you can help us. The EU thing is, I do think that they're going to become a candidate nation for the EU, which will give them some more help. They are not prepared to cave in. But the situation is it's small changes from day to day within the overall situation. So basically, the Queen of Swords. Are you going to help us? Why aren't you going to help us? They are continually asking those questions, demanding answers. The current influence, of course, is the King of Cups. Now, this is a good influence for them. This is Biden and the US. More continually talking to Biden and the US. What we see looking in is 9 of Cups is a country that is hanging in there and continuing to hold its own over somebody who's a greedy merchant who doesn't mind who he steps on to get what he wants. So we see that country that is holding its own, and we're very happy for that. And they're happy that they are getting help, but they're not shy in saying, look, we need more. This is a very, very strong man, Zelensky. The immediate future, we've got justice coming, a balancing of the scales in the immediate future. This is good. I spread these cards out face down, so I didn't know what they were. So I'm not seeing them until I pick them up. So this is in the immediate future, a balancing of the scales, justified balancing of the scales, which is good. And I feel like that's really good for Ukraine. What don't we see? What is in the undercurrents happening below the surface there that we don't see? 10 of Pentacles. We see a legacy. There is a legacy here of having fought for their freedom, having gained their freedom, and having to try and fight for it several times. And a real strength. The strength of these people is not just from current wars, but it's from 2 world wars. It's from being part of the Soviet regime. It's just like 2 or 3 generations of strength that a lot of our countries really have no idea. How such a thing comes about, because we're lucky, but they've had to build this strength. So what we don't see is the legacy of 100 years, basically, of invasion, of being taken over, of being ruled by other people. Past influences, the Hermit, having to step cautiously. Every step of the way for a long time. But they let go of that caution the minute that they were involved. It was like So having to step with caution, not just with Russia, but with NATO, with everybody else. And that caution is still coming through in Zelensky. He's really, really careful about how he makes his demands. He's not shy, but he's a real, very good strategic diplomatic person. What is the next step for them? The Knight of Cups. There's an offer coming up for Ukraine. And an offer of support that I think that they'll be able to take up. So, very interesting situation. There are some changes coming about. I'm finished. Hello. I can't hear you, darling.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to straighten something out over here. Okay. So, all right.
So that's what yeah.
Okay. So what I did, I ended up switching cards because there's not enough room here for the big cards. So for Ukraine from me, I've got the Knight of Pentacles for the significator. So this is where they are stuck with, I mean, it's a country that's being attacked from outside. So they're very stuck there. And their circumstances, this is what it covers, is the Seven of Rods. And this is where they have to constantly be fighting back. And but what crosses them, what's hindering them is the Tower, is the attack. And what crowns them, what they hope to achieve, is the Three of Pentacles, which is to continue to work with their allies and to receive the weapons and everything that they need in order to fight back and to push Russia out. And what's beneath them are the fears right now, and that's of the fear is of Russia winning with Ace of Pentacles. And then what is behind them in the past is the Ten of Swords, and that they're constantly being attacked. That's how I see this. Actually, yes, I saw it differently a minute ago, and I see that right now. So what is in the future is good news with the Page of Pentacles, is in something or someone, they're going to receive some help from somewhere, or it could be in, yes, joining the EU and things like that. And they're trying to get in NATO, which right now I don't know about. But what is the position for them is the Knight of Rods. And this is where they have to, or the Knight of Wands. And they just have to fight this war, fight. And the home position, which is very interesting, seeing that it's the Five of Pentacles, is where you're being cast out of your home. And so many of those people, so many of the Ukrainians have lost their homes, and it is devastating. And then for wishes and fears, and this is where I was like, well, that's so weird. Wishes and or fears, one or the other. King of Cups, they want, this is my Biden card. So I feel like they really want America's help. We need to stick by them. And just this week, they were told that we were going to. So I really hope that we do that. And then, of course, the outcome for me is the Eight of Swords. And this is a tricky one because, you know, this isn't something that they can just kind of walk out of. It's thrust upon them. So I feel like this is just, I'm not going to clarify because there's like 11 cards here, but it's kind of just that up in the air. I mean, I don't know what's going to come out of it. I don't want to clarify. There's too many cards. So I just think it's going to take a while till we know. Oh yeah, here's my, this is how I keep track of this. Need help at my age. So but that's all I got. Ooh, good question.
Yeah. Before we go on, high spirits beyond the stars. Katie at Kathleen J. Lightworker. Hello, my darling. She joined us. Yeah, and spirits beyond the stars. Seascape, you were there before too. So this is a good question, isn't it?
It is.
I was watching a Cash Peters, and he had sort of asked about the relationship between Putin and Macron, and he had like,
look at Joe Jesus.
Putin had a rope around Macron's waist, and he was standing on the edge of a lake, and Macron was standing on this little raft-like thing floating out into the lake. Sorry. So does Putin have something on Macron? The Star, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, he does. He does. Something that he's hoping that he can use to influence Macron, and something that would undermine Macron's leadership. But I'm feeling like now that the parliamentary elections are going, I think after the French parliamentary elections are happening soon, and Macron's party is predicted to, keep most of the seats, but that'll be interesting to look at, and I'll have a look at that closer to the time. But he definitely has something that, if he chooses to use it, could undermine Macron's leadership. Could be something to do with resources, campaign money, something. But yeah, he does have something with the Star here. I've got my shoes on. I've got my good shoes on. I've got my interview tomorrow morning for the job I'm going for. So, good. Melinda, yeah, I'm going for a job tomorrow. Going for an interview for a job, and I'm manifesting. I'm picturing getting it, and I really want it. So we'll see how we go. Melinda False Teeth Tarot said I'll get it, and somebody else said if I really want it, I'll get it. So
I agree. I think you will.
You think I will? Oh, that's lovely to hear.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it'll take a few days to get it. So I'm manifesting getting that call to say the job's yours. So that's what I'm going to doing the best. First, I'm going to manifest doing the best job I can tomorrow, and then I'm going to imagine getting that call to say you got it. So on an email or call. So yeah.
That deck is not mixing.
I love doing this, guys. I absolutely love doing this. But I also miss doing the work that I love as well. And so I'll still be doing this. But just yeah.
You're kind of like a scientist or something. Aren't you?
Politics, if I get it.
You do. You have. I forget what your profession was called.
GIS.
GIS
Information.
I was thinking it. I'm like, I think if I'm right or not. Yes.
GIS and spatial analyst. Yeah.
That's something. That's a big time.
Mm-hmm. So let's have a look. Any other things?
I haven't read on this yet. The first deck of cards wasn't mixing, so I'm like, it was the old reading.
And people who have joined in the last half hour or so, is she waiting for a hubby's voice? You're not going to hear it. He's not here today. He'll be back tonight from his little trip over east, which he's really, really been looking forward to, something he's wanted to do for ages. I will get the job. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Follow-up question, please. Read on Pooty too. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I won't read it. I was still looking at Macron. I didn't get to. All right.
Oh, you no, keep looking at it.
No,
that can
forget
wait.
it. We're on to the next one. Oh.
No.
Or
what have you got? What's the pendulum say?
I've done that before, so I was like, I can't be mad. I did somebody by accident.
New drawings that matches my readings. Yeah, well, I was just describing the picture that he drew. Yeah, he does have something.
All right, let's see.
Putin.
Macron. Let's pull three on the Macron question.
What's going on with Putin?
Yes, he has something on.
And I've got three cards here, and I've turned them face down. He's got something on him, yeah.
Macron, I think.
Oh, they're big things. They could.
There's some kind of mystery going on. Why he's sticking up for him?
What was the court card? Was it a Queen of Swords or something?
It was the Justice card. Justice
card and the Sun. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna read on you whether or not you're going to get the job. Oh wait, I want to use the amethyst. Let's do that. I think you will. You want me to do it?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Will Chrissy get the job she's interviewing tomorrow? Yes or no? Tell me the truth. Only the truth. No. I want to hear. She gets the job. It is saying yes. I tried to test it and say no, and it said yes. So you're getting it. I wanted to see. I wanted to test it. So you got it.
All those people think it really does boost my confidence as well, and that's good to hear. Now, Pooty, 2 of Cups, an agreement. Now, cups, I'm also seeing can be elixirs, health-wise. 9 of Wands, vigilance. 5 of Cups, loss. I do feel like it's his health is he's on a constant watch. They're watching him every day, constantly watching him. It's like he's got someone with him around the clock, 24/7. Definitely been a loss with his health. Yeah, the 2 of Cups I feel is like medicine. Page of Swords, disappointing news. 10 of Pentacles, a legacy, and then the Lovers, an agreement. I think that they're trying to talk him into resigning for his health and coming to some sort of agreement. I do feel like this is something that whatever is wrong with him, it's hereditary family trait with the 10 of Pentacles. He's disappointed with the news and the Lovers reaffirmation of something. Yeah. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, look at that owie. Mummy got some cream here. Oh, she has, and it's over there. My Bubba girl's got an owie. Don't you sweetie? Yeah. So she's sitting here,
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Will Putin have to step down because of health? The Magician. That's a big yes. I don't think he's going to be physically capable. I think he's trying to find someone to take over with the Lovers. But he wants someone who's going to guarantee that he will continue the fight with Ukraine. But
yeah,
they might carry it on for a bit and then ease off. But
yeah,
judgment.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel he's got something that's like hereditary history, family history of something like that. And yeah, I said several months ago that June was going to be not the best month for Putin.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears, there's even reports that he's died. I don't think he's died. I think I saw a comment.
No, he's not. He's not dead. Yes.
Still alive.
Come on, guys.
Still alive. But
there's so many conspiracy theories. We all have to stop.
Yeah,
this.
he's still alive, but his health is not the best. So
Yeah.
but I said a couple of months ago, June was not going to be a good month for Putin.
Yeah.
It was going to be a real test. And he might not even come out of June as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So still a couple of weeks to go there. So hi Katie.
Yeah. Hi Kathleen.
Thank you, my sweet.
All right, so I got the Hand of Mysteries in this deck. This is one special card in here. So there's they want to kind of keep all this information from us. And I have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's definitely like, I feel like the news is slow going, because it's like with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles to me is good news. So this is that which is going on with his how he is feeling. So it's slow getting out to the rest of the world. But I have the Ace of Pentacles. So it is possible that he is, I mean, he's trying to get this victory in Ukraine and everything. He's trying to do all that stuff. But I don't think, I mean, that's where his focus is. That is where his focus is. And keeping the illness secret is also something he's been working very hard on. However, we've got the
they're not doing a very good job.
No.
Hey, can I get you my dear? Yeah.
Okay.
The Ten of Swords?
Yes, this is the Ten of Swords. Yes, this is the Ten of Swords. So this is some kind of loss for him. He's not doing very well. And to me, because we're asking about his health, I feel like this is what we're talking about. That. And again, back to Ukraine. So we have the 7 and that battle. No, yeah, 7 of Wands. Then so I clarified, because I'm like, okay, what does that mean? So I get the 7 of Swords all night. I keep getting the 7 of Swords. So this one is, and I also have Judgment, like you did. And I have the Sun. So it's going to get revealed, even though they're trying to hide everything for so long. But he is ill, and it is going to come out. So we will start to see something on that. No, his cards are not good.
Yeah, I just drew 2 cards. Judgment came out again, and the Hangman. So suspension. Can I get you to please email me the details of that deck, because I really like it. And
this one? Okay.
Yeah, it's I'm using now. Yeah, can you email me the details of it?
It doesn't. I don't even know what the name.
I love it.
Oh, thank you. You have to go to the Motel Gift Shop in Etsy to get it. But
yeah. If you can send me the link, that would be great.
Sure. I have to look up the name of it, because it's so weird.
Yeah, Tammy A's joined us, and also Sweet Pea. Hi, Sweet Pea. Tammy A, MK Karen, they've joined us too. It's
the Madame Clara Sees All Fortune Teller Tarot cards. It's called. All right, I'll send that.
Yeah, so if you could just email me that would be great. Yeah,
it's different.
That's the Russians' way. Geek saying expect someone to take him out and then announce that he's died of natural causes.
Yeah. I thought somebody was going to try to off him. Trying to be careful of words I'm using here.
He's in a state, but I've always seen him like in this, just really isolated in a place that's maybe even for his own safety, just out of touch with everybody, isolated and just being out there. So yeah, he might end up leaving for his own safety and just whatever's left being out and isolated alone pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to just, Sheila, excuse me for just a minute. I'm going to make another coffee. As I said, Tommy's not with me today.
It's all right.
So I'm going to make another coffee. And then swap my glasses over.
I can't believe it's 11 p.m. here right now.
You're on a bit of a delay, actually, Sheila. You're on a bit of a delay. If you're tired and you want to,
no, I'm right now.
You can still run the but I don't think he will. I think he's just going to go and somewhere to, I think he's going to be too ill. But I do think he's going to end up in hiding. We'll talk with Sheila for a minute. Yeah. And no, I don't just miss him because he makes great coffee. I miss him because I miss him.
I know you do. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, not that I haven't said it half a dozen times.
Yes, we know. Oh, I think it's so sweet, though. I really think it's so sweet how much she misses him and how much they love each other. And I mean, that's one in a million. So I think it's adorable. So I love it. She talks about it. And she's wearing his shirt. That's wonderful. But yeah. So, oh no, Ann W. I think he looks different because he's ill. So, I don't know. But I can't believe that I'm still up because tomorrow I have to weed the back garden and clean the deck outside. So it's like finally figured out how to get a hose up there. So spray it in. So anyway, yeah, I can't believe I'm still up. Oh, Kathleen. Hey,
that's what it is. I'm addictive.
We had to get together again too, Kathleen. So yes, and I do like to collect decks. Okay, Karen, you are correct. I like the tarot cards. I think I have too many, and I need to start giving some away or selling some. So I'm going to see how I can pull that off. So I think there's at least a box full that I will be willing to part with because I can't use them all. It's changed. Different kinds of lighting and makeup. Oh, hi, MK Karen. No, I'm in the office right here. That's it. We're still teleworking. So, no, I don't have to. So, I still am working at home, which is lovely because I don't have to do the commute and deal with traffic because we have the worst traffic. So, I don't have to deal with it. Ouch. Excuse me. I can't believe I'm still awake. I think I need to get coffee next. She comes back. No, I'm serious. Oh, wow, Geek Hillbilly. Geek Hillbilly rebuilt his rear deck and front steps this week. That's wonderful. Yes, I'm the same way, Shelby Lisa. You're saying Geek Hillbilly. You're an empath. That's why you pick up vibes from strangers. Others don't. I'm the same way. I get bad vibes and walk away. I do that. I walk at a place and I'm like, nope. Turn around and go the other way. So can't deal with it. So no, I don't think. And Kim, yeah. I really worry that there's so many conspiracy theories out there, you guys. You guys are talking about all these doubles out there. We have so many that truth gets lost. And I just wish that both sides would really stop with all that kind of stuff. I don't know. For me, it's exhausting. I think we need to get down to the truth, guys. And I don't think everybody has a double. I don't know. For me, it's not my channel. I shouldn't say it, but I'm just like, I can't do it. I'm in Maryland, Ann Simpson. I'm from Pennsylvania. That's where I'm from originally. So
You eating your food with me? You have. Good boy. You're a good boy.
I think illness by Putin. So I think that's why he looks like he does look ill. So
yeah. Come on.
he's the issue.
Come here. Yes.
Oh wow.
Good boy. Oh, what a good boy. We've been having trouble with Whitby not eating his food. We were getting just too many treats, giving him too many treats. So we've had to say he's got to eat his food before he gets a treat. And he'd ate his food. Hi, I'm back. Thank you for your patience, my darlings.
Can I step away for a minute now? I'll be right back. I'm going to turn off my camera.
Thank you for.
No, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back. I'm just stepping away.
Going to be back?
Yeah, I'm just stepping away from the camera.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be
Chris Martin, you need some healing vibes sent to your son? Okay, we'll do that. Sending Chris Martin's son healing vibes. White healing energy. Yellow positive energy. Okay. Starbucks mocha. No, I got blend 43 with cream. So, again, big thank you for everyone joining me. Small cell lymphoma. Oh, my darling. Oh, sending healing energy. Lots and lots of healing energy. And positive energy for a positive outcome. Not just to Chris Martin's son, but for all those who are fighting such diseases out there. Tarot decks are addictive. Yes, yeah, they can be. I absolutely really want to get that. Just getting rid of something there. There we go. Just had to get rid of something. MK Karen, how you going? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying this morning. Of course, Hey, sweetie. See if he's got any cream in here. Bubba Girl's here. I'm going to show everyone your pretty face. Can you sense a little bit of healing to my Bubba Girl? She's got some owies. It's just from eczema and all that she gets. Haven't been able to get her to the vet in ages to get some more tablets. And I've been putting some cream on it. So if you could send some healing energy to my Bubba Girl, to a little cameo, that would be lovely. Yeah. I know there are people suffering from a lot more, but it's yeah. They're the loves of my heart. Those two. Yes, Whitby, I know. You've been a very good boy eating all your food. Yeah. I think he's missing James a little bit too. His facial features change all the time.
I'm back.
Coffee. Coffee, coffee,
Yes.
coffee. You're going to be able to get any sleep tonight.
Don't bother me, I'm crabby. It's my fourth one today now. I only do 2. But I did one before the show.
Is that your 4th coffee?
I'm never getting to
Oh,
sleep.
thank you, my darlings. Thank you. I got it cut a couple of weeks ago. How's the economy in Ireland? Interesting question. I'm getting pretty much everywhere else. They're trying to stave off stuff. There's a big stoush coming with England. Trade stoush, that is, over the Northern Ireland protocol. England's totally stuffed that up. The High Priestess.
They're trying to
come out to be dealt with the Irish, with the economy in Ireland. Not everything's been clear. Hang on, what's up?
I'm just going to pull 3. I don't know.
Mummy will let you in a minute. Actually, they got some quiet strength. I wouldn't say they're going from strength to strength, but they've got a few things. Oh, yeah, like a lot of other countries around there is a bit of a shake-up coming. Mm-hmm. So one have been okay, but they have enough strength to get through the shake-up, the same as most countries do. But, yeah, look, there's recessions coming all over the place, and we're going to have one here and everywhere else. And, yeah, I'm going to let little boy in so he can sit next to me for a while. And he's missing his dad. So, yeah, the economy in Ireland, they're due for a shake-up. Big changes all over the place, actually. This is pretty much something's yet to come out, a lag, I suppose, with the High Priestess.
Okay.
Getting through it a bit stronger than you'd think, but there is a shake-up coming, and that's pretty much everywhere, really. That's the picture for everywhere. So, Whitby!
Sorry. Well, she's doing that. I got the King of Pentacles over here, and I got the Star, and I got 7 of Cups. So yeah, they're having some trouble too in their economy as well, but you know, there's hope on the horizon, and hopefully things will get a lot better. So financially, so everybody's kind of going through it. I don't know what's going on in Ireland, so where are we at? What is happening? Fill us in.
Well, I opened the door to let Bonnie in because he's missing his dad a bit. Camille bolted out the back.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, Ireland, they're going to come out pretty strong, actually. Whitby, come sit over here with Mama. Come here, sit with Mummy. Whitby, come get some treats. So, yeah. So I had to bolt out the back. He wants his dad, yeah. Hey, sweetheart, you missing Daddy? You missing Daddy? Yeah. Oh, Whitby's okay. Cameo needs a little bit with her eczema. It's more uncomfortable than anything, but you don't like seeing little ones suffering. Hi, Bo Smith. Embrace chaos. That's my motto. Embrace chaos.
Midnight, late coffee, and early coffee there.
Yep, I'm going to go till 12 a.m. my time, which is midnight. So it's about another 40 minutes. How would you feel about doing some single card reads for people for the next 40 odd minutes?
That'd be good.
Yeah. So for the next 40 minutes, we're going to do single cards. So it's just going to be one card each, guys. And now don't you go piddling everywhere.
I got some cards for that. Mm-hmm. Got them all. Okay.
So who would like a card? It's first in, first serve. What I'm going to do is just pull a quick card for Chris Martin about her son and his the Three of Winter.
He's got spies everywhere.
Reach out to others. You'll grow strongest from this situation, and healing happens with time. So, there are so many people out there to support you, darling. Reach out to them. They're there because they want to be, okay? You and your family. Whitby, come to mummy.
Right.
So, card Linda B got in.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I read for Chris? Wait.
Yes, of course.
Okay, this is for Chris Martin. Okay. The seas of Mintanka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So there you go. All right. Not sure what that means, but okay. Stella the dog.
Okay, Linda B. Don't care. I'm just patting the dog. Linda B. What have we got for you? The Chariot, Linda B. Success comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. It's going to be such a busy summer for you, my darling, and all your hard work is going to be rewarded. There's success happening, and of course change and some movement possibly. I don't know. It could be a move of house or maybe a temporary move. I don't know. Maybe you guys are planning a holiday somewhere or something, but there's going to be some movement and it's going to be pretty good. And a very, very, very busy summer, my darling. So hang on for the ride.
Yes. And you got the love for you, codependency and boundaries. So make sure that people, are respecting your boundaries and that you are not becoming codependent either on anyone. Just you got the love.
Hit me. Sorry, guys.
All right.
I should
go to the next one. Or you still need to read for Linda, I think. Okay. Sean Muller.
So, Sean, I've got the 8 of Winter for you. You have what it takes if you only believe in yourself. I think you've let self-doubts undercut you a little bit. You're not powerless, okay, my darling? It's just thinking you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence keeps you from getting what you want. So I think there's a couple of people you need to at least put on the back burner for a while. You know how on Facebook you can put someone on snooze for 30 days? A couple of people you know snooze. Yeah. And you know what? You close your eyes, take a deep breath, look again. You will see the path you need to take. And don't listen to anybody who says that it won't work out. It will. Other people's doubts, they're their doubts. They're not yours. You know the best way forward for yourself. And, yeah, there's a couple of people you need to put on snooze. Just say, I'll get back to you when all this was sorted out. You've been feeling a little bit restricted by other people's opinions. Tell them to get stuffed. Okay?
Yep. That goes along with mine, which says, thou shalt not judge because thou has effed up before too. It says, when you see yourself thinking someone's a real a-hole, take a moment and contemplate all the times you've done exactly what they're doing. Maybe it was a different flavor of a-holeness, and it was still a-holy. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it here. Check yourself. People will like you more. Most importantly, you'll like you more too. Aw. There you go.
Geek, my darling, you're up next.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at Geek.
All right. Cards everywhere. Get control.
Yeah. So we're just doing single card readings for the rest of the time, another half hour or so. So, Geek, 3 of Autumn. Follow your passion when it comes to your career.
Okay.
Be the best at what you do. You are really good at what you do, my darling, and being compensated for your creative talents. Yes, stand up and say, hey, look, I know my worth. And don't be shy for asking for that. I feel you might have some renewal of something coming up. Don't be shy to stand up and say, hey, look, I'm worth this to you.
Right.
Whether it's a fee you charge or something, some consultancy work, you work with others on some really important stuff, as we know, and it can be really hard to have a look at, do some of the things you do with law enforcement and stuff. Know your worth, my darling. You are worth it. And I do feel like there might be some renegotiation. Ask for a bit more. You're worth it, and you will get it. Okay.
Yes. This is similar, actually. It says, people aren't ignoring you, love bug. People are busy AF with their lives. The way to stop feeling ignored is to get busy with yours. Take up knitting if you have to. Get into it. No one is ignoring you. They're probably just reading or something. Go read. The day you stop worrying whether or not someone is ignoring you is the day you get busy as F, living your own life. I haven't seen these cards in a while, so I pulled them out. It's this deck. I can't hear you. I think you're muted. You're muted. Oh, maybe she's yelling at the dogs. Are you yelling at the dog? We can't hear you. I don't know what's happening. Oh, this should be
Okay.
Oh.
Whippy, you better not be in that rubbish bag.
He's yelling at the dog. I was like, your mouth is moving and we can't hear you.
Why am I getting a lot of attention wherever I go? Have you got toilet paper hanging out of the back of your pants?
I think oh.
I don't think so. I don't think it's because you're trailing or under your shoe like Trump on the plane. The king of the king of wands, innovative, expiring, wise, and theatrical. You just draw it. You've had a real boost in your confidence lately, and it is showing. Okay. A financial windfall or a windfall of some sort. Your leadership skills are needed now, and an unexpected supporter of your cause. Now, I think you've been asked to step up in some way. And the boost to your confidence from just being asked is amazing, and it is showing. And you are walking differently. You're walking with your head up and your shoulders back. And dare I say, even a bit of a swagger. And that sort of confidence, Bo, does show and does attract people.
Thank you.
You've also been asked to. You're a really good, creative, innovative thinker, and I think it's been a while since somebody's actually acknowledged that about you. So it's a boost to your confidence in yourself, is leading to attracting people to you. And this is the thing about the wands. Charm, just that charisma just rolls off wand people. It can be knocked out at times, but once it's restored, it just shines off you. You're very charismatic. Is that Michelle Marbell who
Yep.
Thank you, darling. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to put him out now. So
All right.
sorry.
I've got karmic relationships and over Orion and energy. I cannot read this. Polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So, yeah, karmic. So, maybe there's a reason that they're being attracted to you. Hopefully, it's positive attention. Sounds like it is. So, I think you'll be all right. Why? Or maybe you're just noticing it right now. Maybe you're, whatever you're doing, you're paying more attention to it than you normally do. You're usually busy doing other things or thinking about something else, but now you're noticing it. I don't know. It might have always been like that. You just didn't really notice it. But okay.
Okay. We've got Karen M now. She's asked for a card. And yes, if you do have a question you want answered, like Bo Smith did, yes, you can put it in there. And if you put it in caps lock, it'll be easier to see too.
Right. I got
thank you, Anne W. Sorry?
Okay, Karen, don't let the past hold you back. This is the South Node, so I think it says it. Yep.
Oh, life experience.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else from that card?
No, I don't know astrology. So you knew. That's good.
Which is the Tower.
Anything hold you back?
It really does. This is the Tower, which really does play into what Sheila just said. It's let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. So those belief systems from the past, yes, they are holding you back. Important life-changing events happen. They really do. And you've got some significant opportunities coming up for you, my darling, and it's really going to shake up your whole world. But in order to really take advantage of them, get rid of a few of the things from your past that have been indoctrinated into you, especially negative, self-doubting things. People often put others down because they feel that way themselves. It's called projection. And people will project their own self-doubts onto others because to them it's easier to put others down than to face up to their own flaws.
Yes.
Let go of all those self-doubts because they weren't about you. They were about the people who were aiming them at you. Understand that you are strong, you are insightful, and the change that's coming for you is really, really good. There's lots of butterflies. And with that change, have a look at the butterflies here. There's a lot of butterflies here. That's a lot of opportunities for change and transformation. It's like you're beginning to wake up after being the little caterpillar in the chrysalis for a while. Yes. Your time to fly is coming, my darling. Grab hold of it with both hands and don't worry about what anybody else said in the past. Okay?
Excuse me. Card, please.
Seascape. Oh, look at that little baba. What a cutie. I've got the Four of Winter for you. The Four of Swords. You need to take a bit of a rest, my darling. You've been swamped with concerns, and people, and worrying about things that will have to be decided, but they don't need to be decided right now. I think your personality is the sooner we can get this done, the sooner it is over. And that can be a little bit, that can lead you to maybe not making the best choices along the way. So learn to take a step back and know that just taking a step back, closing your eyes and meditating on a problem, and then having a look. It's like, you know how you're looking for something and you drive yourself crazy for 3 days looking for it. Then you say, oh, look, I just don't have any more time. And the next morning, there it is right in front of you. That's what you need to do, sweetie.
Yep.
And I do feel like you're letting others pressure you into making decisions before you're ready. Learn to say no. Say no.
Yes.
You feel that if you feel you need more decision time, take it. Tell them. Be upfront about it, because that taking a step back, especially on important decisions, will make your life a lot easier. Okay?
Yes. That's true.
Okey-dokey.
I think it's kind of cool how there's 99 cards in here and I pick one card out. I'm just like pulling it apart. I don't know what half these cards are. This coincides again with one of your cards that you just pulled.
Okay.
Beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negative. Okay. What's the first thing you thought? Yep. What's the first thing you thought of when you read negative shit? Write that shit down and take some space from it for a week. Then notice of what happens in your life. You'll probably really like the results. And it goes perfectly with what she just said. Taking a step back, getting away from it, and it will work itself out. That's incredible. Like a week, step back. You can't find it. You'll find it. So that's crazy. All right.
Okay, so Ann W. Hi, Ann, my dear. Pick a card.
Okay, not this deck. Well,
Ann is an absolutely lovely, lovely person. She's in New South Wales. And yeah, I hope your powers, I hope you haven't been having any power problems there. They've been having a lot of trouble on the East Coast with power out issues and stuff, and possible outages and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I go first?
Yeah, of course you can.
This one says maybe you literally can even. Think you can't even? Slow your eye roll, step back, and give it another think. Guess what? Chances are you probably can even, with a way better attitude and some love in your heart. Today, if you catch yourself feeling like basic itching out, sorry, this deck is a little goofy.
That's all right.
On someone, take a deep breath. Call on all your hood rat angels. Remember that you and all beings are tiny specks of the divine, and surprise yourself with how you literally just evened.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So,
and my darling, yeah, that's really, yeah. Take a step back. You know what? I know, Anne, and that makes a lot of sense. And my darling, you are the queen of summer. Of course, you're generous. You're loving. You're emotional. You're very intuitive. You've got the biggest heart, and you can trust your own insights. And you love taking care of others. But I think maybe step back a wee bit. I think you'll know who I'm talking about. And let them spread their wings a little bit. They'll be fine, my darling. They'll be fine. And yeah, and I think your heart, your mom, your brain is saying protect, 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 and your heart is saying should be okay. It should be okay. Or is it the other way around? And yeah, sweetheart, you are such a wonderful. You really are a queen of cups. You really, really are. And this card is so you, and your love and care for others is just boundless. And yeah, It'll be okay. And yeah, let someone spread their wings a little bit. Yeah, okay, and they'll be fine. They'll be fine. You've been feeling down the last few days. Yeah, that's why I think you're feeling like maybe, yeah, I think it's to do with, yeah, needing to let someone spread their wings a little bit, and maybe you've been picking up some negative energy or something. And I think you're a bit worried, but they'll be fine. You will be fine. And you know what? I know that Anne is studying at the end of semester. I always used to get, it's like, what am I going to do next? So that is also another thing. Take a break. You'll be fine, my darling. Okay. Spirits beyond the stars. Lovely photo. You've got the dreamer, my darling. Embrace your true purpose and beginning new adventure, and trust yourself. This is not this little fairy. She's not walking off a cliff or anything, but she's taking an unknown path, and she's just trusting it'll take her where she needs to go, and that's what you need to do. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with dreaming.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And trusting.
Oops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So, yeah, definitely dream, chase your dreams, enjoy the sweetness and the good things in your life and the good people. So, yeah.
Katie. Hi, Katie.
Oh, Kathleen, yay.
Hey, Papa girl, you ever going to show them your pretty face? No. Oh, she's giving you the tail instead. Don't you point that triangle of terror at me. There's my pretty girl. Don't you disgrace yourself again. Did you see the one where she disgraced herself? Sat
No.
down and started cleaning a lady garden.
Oh, no, let's do that.
Let's do the leg rump.
It's just a, yeah, they do that. Okay. I need a card here. Okay, these are not working for me.
Katie, you've got the 2 of spring. And a boat, a journey. A boat, a journey. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnering with others who share your dreams, and great progress being made. Sweetie, I've been seeing your channel and join you on your channel at times. You're doing a great job. A great job. And yeah. And you've got such a wonderful energy about you, and you see the bigger picture way more than you actually think you do. I think you need a little bit of, trust what you see in the bigger picture for yourself. Okay?
Yeah,
because it will be there.
That's true. And you are not your situation. One of the keys to becoming spiritual AF is to define who you are by something deeper inside yourself and further outside yourself than the world can touch. You are someone even if you're not your financial situation, your job, your relationships, or even your body. Find out who that person is, and you'll be unf-withable. Hint, you probably have to do some soul searching. So, that's an interesting one. Very nice, I think. You are not your situation. I don't know what half of these are. I'm just pulling them out.
Yep. Thank you. Flora, hello, my darling. Flora only lives about 60, 70 kilometres from me, so she's on the southern side of the river. How are you, my darling?
All right.
Get a card for Flora. The lovers, my dear. True love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, and a return to good health. You've been basically. This is I get a really good feeling. You, not just this is more than just you and your significant other. This is your family as well. Yeah, return to good health, and not just your health, but emotional health and things like that. So there's good things and a lot of reaffirmation coming up, and possibly even reunion for you, my darling. So I think you've got some wonderful times coming up. Maybe someone you haven't seen in a while too, coming back in. And you've got it's not often I say this, but you've got a real angel looking after you. And yeah, trust what that angel tells you, because I think you do hear from that angel at times.
Okay, I've got falling into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So let go a little bit. Let somebody else be there for you or help you. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to do it alone, basically. I have it on so long, I feel like my mind is starting to shut down.
Sean, thank you for the super sticker. And MK Karen, thank you as well. I'm just catching up on the comments here. And yes. Yeah, so
this has been fun.
And hide the current comment. We've still got some time for some more cards. If you haven't had a card and you want one, please let me know. Oh, Thing. How is Thing? He got a job as a skate guard, at the roller park. Oh, that's really great. Tell him I said hello. Tell Thing I said hello. I do call her son Thing. All he would show me was his hand. So I said, that's it, your Thing.
Several tickets for a motorcycle.
Win for the motorcycle, Michelle.
Is it a lottery or a raffle or something?
It's a raffle, I think, yeah. Good luck. Good luck at that, my dear. So we've still got anyone else would like, we've still got 10 odd minutes here. So anyone else want a card?
You're welcome, Flora.
Is false teeth if you're not too tired, Sheila. And we've got Celtic Sear here. Does she like a card?
Yep. Oh, I can do it. With me, there really is a point where caffeine just doesn't work. It just doesn't.
Of spring, Melinda. You've got the 8 of
spring. Okay.
Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Sweetie, have you been overloading yourself? Successful multitasking and sudden events or changes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Great. This is great. Okay.
Step back a bit, darling. I do feel like you have been overdoing it a bit. This holiday, this trip you're taking with Aline, it's well deserved. It's going to be a great break for you. And when you get back, just tell a couple of people back off. Do it yourself. Okay? Um, yeah. Okay.
All right.
They're not going to walk away and out of your life because you tell them that you need a bit of time. So that'll be fine. Okay, but yeah, you've been dealing with a lot all at once, and take that well-deserved break. And yeah, don't be afraid to tell some people to do it themselves either.
Okay. And I just pulled this thing out of the deck and I didn't even see it. This cracks me up. Okay. Now it says go outside and do shit. All right. What does Melinda do all the time? And furthermore, what's on the back of this? I mean, this is just, I'm just pulling stuff out of here. I didn't even know this card existed until now. It's been proven all over the place that trees and nature and fresh air and all that shit help fight depression, anxiety, addiction, and pretty much anything else that might ail you. Find some place to put your feet in the grass or the dirt or the water or anywhere that's not concrete. A 5-minute nature break can reduce the amount of shitty thoughts in your brain drastically. I have. Yep. Melinda does it all the time.
Fossil hunting trip.
Yeah.
Which I think they're gonna get something awesome out of it.
Oh,
Celtics here. Okay.
I can't. Okay.
King of Winter. Knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional. Knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded. I don't know about the unemotional. I think you can be very, very emotional, a little bit mercurial, but not in a bad way, just surprising people at times. And get advice from someone professional and objective, and public speaking and unemotional relationships. Okay, I'm reading out what's on the card, but not everything applies here. I think you've got something, and I think we may have touched on this before, that there's something you should get double checked. Okay, so do that and take the emotional out of the situation, because it's causing you a little bit of distress and a little bit of, so don't allow it. So take a step back, and I think it's the stress of it that's causing you to be a little bit mercurial and not as steady as you normally are. So just get things double checked. I think it will clear things up and you'll feel a lot less stressed about it.
Right. And mine says, in order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. Anything truly cool about you was created from the life you've lived. Remember that when you start, I can't read it. When you start to wind down the shame spiral, no time is wasted. No love is wasted. No tears are wasted. No breath is wasted. You being you is important, and every single thing that made you is of value. Tell shame to suck it. So there you go. I hope that helps.
Yeah. Shelby Lisa.
Right.
She said, me. Shelby, honestly, you've just taken that diet too far, darling. Honestly. Shelby, what have we got? Ace of Autumn. That's the Ace of Pentacles. A windfall, money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project and a happy change in your career. Alma, you've got something really good coming towards you, and a really great opportunity that's going to set you on this. I'm seeing like pavers on a pathway to something, maybe a little bit, maybe something surprising, I think. So there's an opportunity for you coming for you that's going to, I'm just seeing happy, like this grin, the grin here, happy, happy circumstance. So let's hope, and a few pathways. There's a few steps to it, but it'll be a happy circumstance. That's what I'm getting.
Look at the moon. And it says,
my pearls.
It says, just look at that thing. It's lovely AF, right? You're welcome.
What's it say on the back?
It says, just look at that thing. It's lovely AF, right? You're welcome. Look at the moon.
Look at the moon. Yeah.
That's what it's saying. Okay.
Sweet peas in England.
These are fun.
Oh my God, sweet pea! I'm getting a famous thing from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and it's John Cleese's Frenchman yelling over the battlements to I think it's Graham Chapman playing King Arthur. I clear my nose in your general direction.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's interesting.
Exile. Yeah.
I keep going. Somehow they.
Your mother wears army boots and your father was a hamster. So I'm not saying that to you. I'm just saying that there's the Ace of Winter. Yeah. Now, what did you have?
I
Clear
have
that.
exhale that bullshit.
Exhale that. Yep. This is the Ace of Winter, which is the cut through the crap card. The cut through the crap card. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. And again, I'm drawn to amazing new ideas should be implemented. And again, I'm drawn to a part of that movie where they've got to cross this bridge, and if you don't get the answer right, or you don't know the answer, you get ejected up and thrown down into this pit, and it's got this old dude with goat horns on and stuff like that, and he's going, and everyone's not got the answer, and then he goes to Belvedere or whoever it is. What is the speed of a swallow? And the guy answers, African or European? And he goes, I don't know. So the old guy gets slumped up and slung down into the pit, and they can cross the bridge. Yeah, communication. Communication is the key here. Cut through. Somebody's trying to cloud things up. Cut through it, and clear it up. Tell them to cut the crap and exhale that bush.
Exactly. And the back of this card says, today practice the ancient meditation technique of inhaling the good it and exhaling the bull it.
Yep.
Think of good it like puppies and pandas and pineapple, or think of things that don't start with the letter P. Breathe that in like it sparkles. Exhale bullshit stuff like anxiety, self-doubt, and resentment. Let it leave your body like dust being cleared out. It works. At the very least, you'll have an idea about what stuff you like and what stuff to dump on your therapist. So there you go.
Yeah. Joan. Yeah. I just found out recently that her mother was still alive.
Oh my.
Would you like reading? Yeah. She would call up, and if my son answered, she would tell him how bad he was. What does she have to say? Oh, sweetheart, your mother's a very bitter woman. Very, very bitter woman.
When my mother was alive, she's not still alive. When she was still alive, she would call up.
When she was alive. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I got that wrong. What does she have to say?
No. I was looking at this
horrible thing to do. The King of Summer. Everything the King of Summer is, your mother, unfortunately, she was good at pretending to be something. For some reason, things didn't work out how she wanted, my darling, and rather than take some responsibility on her own, she decided to be disruptive. What does she have to say? I don't know. I'm not a medium, but when she was alive, it was like, this is a horrible thing to do, sweetheart. Your son is 50, and he says he's forgiven her. That is fine. That is really healthy for him. For yourself, my darling, be what she wasn't. Be calm, and anything she said, you instinctively counteracted, because he knew it wasn't true, and you loved him regardless. And anything negative she said, I think he realized the problem was her, not him. And anything negative she said to him, I think you maybe picked up and acted to reassure him. He's fine, my darling. And what your mother has to say, if she has anything to say, honestly, wouldn't be worth it. I'm not a medium, so I can't really say what she would have to say. But what do you get, my darling?
Okay. Well, I've been hearing, I looked at this earlier, and I'm working on allowing my medium abilities to work now when I'm reading. And I initially got, she's flustered, in that this is, for her, she does have a difficulty in accepting the way that she was behaving. She did do these things out of her own unhappiness. And I mean, she may have, I don't want to, I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to do that. But she may have had a lot of other issues going on in her world for some reason. To go after your brother, or your son. Wait, that would be her. So his grandmother. Okay, I got it. Even I messed that up. But okay. She would tell him how bad he was. No, she was literally. Was she? I'm trying to think age-wise. If she had been a lot older, there's a possibility that, I mean, maybe this was age also happening, because sometimes that can kind of send people off balance. So if that's his grandmother, I don't. He reminded her. Joan, are you still with us in here? Because I'm feeling like there's some kind of confusion about who he was. But I think she's embarrassed by it on the other side. Simply Joan. She never lost her mind. Okay. No, see, I'm not. She's definitely, well, she's covering up for her own stuff. No. She is covering up for her own stuff. And that's why the fluster, it's not, yeah. She just wasn't. Yeah, no. I'm not receiving any more on that, but I think it's late too. I probably shouldn't be trying to do this. Okay. I'm gonna.
Joan, your son is a wonderfully intuitive person, and I think he realized, even at the time, even though it hurt, that.
No, I wasn't getting that right.
Her problems that was causing this behavior, not anything. She never told you I think she had trouble expressing that. And also, I do feel like she was very messed up and had a lot of problems.
Yeah, she never told her she loved her. Oh,
Yeah, and that is so hard. That is terrible, hard
isn't that
to
like
have
disassociative?
happen.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Oh,
She wasn't. There was something wrong there. It's like somebody who has no empathy or no, they're not able to feel, and they can't. Um, they don't express themselves in the right ways or at all. And it's so sad.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. Oh no, and you're not unlovable. No, don't.
You
No,
are very lovable. You are absolutely. Do not ever think that.
exactly.
Joan, you are so wonderfully open. You've always felt absolutely not, my darling. I'm going to draw a card for you, an extra card. No, I just did. But I'm going to draw a card to show you who you are.
I'm gonna pull a nice myself.
You are the Ace of Summer.
Nice card.
Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or rebirth of the current one. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. You have such a capacity to love, and that drew your husband to you, and that drew your son. Your son learned his ability to forgive from you. Okay? And you are so lovable.
Mm-hmm.
I think you saw everything that your grandmother couldn't be and decided you weren't going to be that to your own, or your mother couldn't be, and you decided you weren't going to be that with your own children, and you weren't. Your daughters, yeah. And Joan, you are so lovable.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Oh,
husband's
too.
beautiful. Oh my goodness!
All right, I'm taking this one too.
I'm so sorry. I think
I know.
some people are drawn, evil can be drawn to good. And he saw an open heart, and some people see an open heart and a loving person, and they just want to quash it. And I'm really sorry that happened.
Yep.
But you know what? You are lovable. Don't your husband?
Right. And I've pulled
To
weight.
whatever you have, piss off. Tell him to piss off, whether he's around or not.
See, this one's weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. And the one I pulled previously was also similar. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. It's not yours to carry. That's on these people who were like that. It's not you. There's nothing wrong with you or your son.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. AM, you can get a card. You can ask a question if you want. But Joan, you are so loving, and you know what? Believe that about yourself. Take a little bit of time for yourself and learn what is so lovable about yourself again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I told someone once a very long time ago that you're never going to be able to find true happiness with another person until she learnt to love herself again and to like herself as a human being. And yeah, you were a wonderful mother. Otherwise, your son wouldn't be the wonderful person that he is. And yeah, take some time and learn everything that is good about yourself. Okay? Because there's so much that's good about you, Joan. Okay. Yeah, AM, you can get a card, and I'm going to have to wrap it up, I think.
Yeah.
So, so AM, if you'd like to ask a question.
Okay, this is the last one.
Yeah, this will be the last one.
Okay, good. I think I'm done. Oh no.
And Anne's been asking a few questions about Ivanka and stuff, and we'll have a look at those on Tuesday.
Let me get these out of here. Okay, what's the question? Am I single? Do you see me getting into a relationship this year or meet someone new this summer? All right, let's take a look. Thank you.
Let's have a look.
Okay, relationships.
I've got the King of Summer again. The same card as I got last time, and I put it back in, and I just did a blind pull. I'm going to give you the same advice that I gave June. I think you've got it into your mind that you haven't been attracting the right sort of person because of you. You are wonderful. And take that message to heart, okay? And step out there and show how warm-hearted you are and how honourable you are. I do feel there is someone out there who is also warm-hearted, and someone you can trust. Okay. I've got getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavour. And you know what? A lot of people, very few people meet their significant others like out at a nightclub or something. They'll meet them at friends or at an event that they've gone to, but they won't meet them on the beach or in a nightclub and all that, or even through the web. A lot of them, they meet them whether at an art gallery or at a movie or at a friend's place. And I feel like, yeah, doing that. There's a lot of possibilities for you, my darling. I don't know how old you are, but I do feel that like there's some time yet. Okay? And don't stress. And don't ever make it feel like, oh, I haven't found anyone yet. It's not me. It's just time. So there's still a little bit of time ahead for you. But this person will be there. Might not be this summer, but it's, possibly in the next couple of years. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got the Magician for you. So manifestation, you need to be, who do you want? What do you want? What kind of a person do you want? Who do you want to be your significant other? Because Ace of Cups, there could be somebody out there. It's a new beginning. You may meet someone new. I don't know where. This is the Empress. She's all about relating. So it's how you're also communicating with other people. So you want to be doing that. It will be time. I mean, you may meet somebody, maybe, yes, getting out of the house or going on a trip. It is possible still you could do that. You never know how you're going to meet someone. But you might be looking at a lot of old past relationships that weren't so good. Don't live in the past with them. Definitely think about the future and what's new here. And again, I had the Two of Pentacles. So this is also balancing wants and needs and or what's right for you versus what's not right for you. So just think about that. It's mostly, what you want. So, I mean, that's what I have.
Yeah.
That's all.
You said about this summer.
Yeah.
And I think this summer is really important for you to get to know yourself again. And what a wonderful person you are. You work on getting to know yourself again and loving the person you are, and everything else will take care of itself, my darling. Okay?
Yes. All right.
Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, Sheila, for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me too tonight on my channel.
Yeah, and you need to get sleep. She has been
I
on a
know.
tarot,
I've had
and
3 shows.
and
Now it's
thank you,
tomorrow.
darling. It's been lovely. I will be
It's
back on Tuesday night and my time, which is Tuesday morning your time, and we can have a look at some of the political things.
All right.
Yeah, and take care of yourselves, my darling. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay happy, stay loving, and stay dreaming. Never give up on your dreams. Okay. Love you all, and we'll talk to you later. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.